Let's discuss some of the candidate strategies. And I'd like to start off this particular section by going over how I planned for my exams when I took them in the ARE 4.0 model. I was successful enough to get all of my exams done in a 6-month time frame, and it was using this method. Though the pass-fails are not necessarily indicative of mine, I tried to use a realistic expectation of having a couple of fails incorporated into this particular goal model. So let's set a goal. Let's say for this year, your goal is to finish the exams on December 31st. So you give yourself an entire calendar year in order to pass all 6 of your exams, which means that throughout the year, you have approximately 3 weeks available between each of your exams if you don't want to go past the 3rd fail, which would render you not able to retake the exam in 12 months. This affords you the possibility of planning for 3 takes of every exam. And so the first 3 exams could potentially take you all the way up through June. And then the last 3 exams could potentially take you the last 6 months of the year, which would ultimately allow you a pass by the end of the year. So with a little bit of hard work and a couple of fails before each pass, it's possible to cut your time frame almost in half. So in this particular example, there's 1 fail on the practice management exam, 1 fail on the PPD, and then 2 fails on construction and evaluation. So that's with 4 fails, and you're already done with your exams 4 months prior to what your goal ultimately was, which is excellent performance no matter how you spin it. But most importantly, however you want to plan it, for 1 year, for 3 years, or even up to your maximum of 5 years, just commit to a schedule. Make sure to study like it's your job, and pick days with limited distractions so that you can focus on the content. Also, tell others what you are doing. Make sure that you are charging them to hold you accountable and to be respectful of your particular study schedule. And ultimately, one of the simplest things that we all tend to forget is to turn our electronics off. You might want to keep your phone on for emergencies and stuff like that, and potentially even consider deleting some of the apps that might distract you more commonly. And this is another bit of advice that I give to all of my friends and colleagues who are about to take their exams. I tell them, take $630 and throw it away. Not literally, of course. Think in your head of this $630 value, which is the total that it would take for 3 exams. Okay, so take 3 exams, pretend that you failed them, and throw that money away. Commit that money to the exam process, and you won't worry about a fail. It won't slow you down if you don't pass one of your exams. And again, commit to each exam date. The commitment is the ultimate part of this exam. It's the ultimate key that will make you successful. And most importantly, schedule it. Get on the NCARB website, pay the $210, and schedule it. And then you'll feel the pressure to study. Another little sidebar, something that I think is very important for all of us as ARE candidates, as budding professionals, as people who are trying to better ourselves, is to have a ritual. Understand what it is that you do best and do it. So for me, the way I formulated each of my study weeks was to understand what my best days were to test, and then plan backwards from that. So right off the bat, I first understood that Monday through Friday, since I worked a full work week, were not good days for me to test. So then I have Saturday and Sunday in order to actually kind of recharge, get last minute studying in, and get ready for the exam, which to me meant that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday now become the beginning of my week. That's my rest period. So I have the ability to focus on myself without distracting myself with my other responsibilities outside of myself for the rest of the week. And so my suggestions have always been, if you have the ability to take time off from your work during the week in order to take the exam, do it on Monday morning. That's my number 1 suggested time to take your exam. And then, of course, the other suggested time to take your exam is going to be Sunday morning. So give yourself a relaxation time from the end of the week. Take a little bit of time off Friday night, take Saturday, recap, do some studying, and then Sunday morning go fresh into it. Or if you can, take Sunday as well and then go into it Monday morning. I can't stress this enough. Unless you're a very particularly special kind of person, do not take any afternoon exams. It only opens you up to the possibility that distractions can get in the way of your focus. If you wake up in the morning, take care of everything that you need to take care of, and then go out the door that morning focused on yourself, that's the best way that I think that you can get into a mentally prepared state for success.